Alright. Welcome back to the Somnium Files? AI the Somnium Files? I'm not really sure what the how you'd call it. So now we're in the mindscape thing. We have to try to figure out how to undo the mental locks on Mizuki. They pointed out over to this photo to begin with, so we might want to try that out, but I want to take a quick look around the area before I go any further. Unfortunately, as we move, we will end up losing time, so I'm really not going to be able to... I guess it kind of slows down when we're not moving. So we'll take a look at this real quick.
The panda is in awful shape.
Let's put it back together.
Leave it to me. I am quite skilled at this. Or at least I thought I was.
Yeah, just broken more. Way to go, Aiba.
Your overconfidence is your weakness.
Okay, so that ate up some time. So what I understand is as we explore here, we only have about 6 minutes before it's game over. I'm not exactly sure if that's a hard lock where it resets everything, or if we'll have a checkpoint system. But in general, we need to try to figure out how to solve the entire thing in under 6 minutes. So that's gonna be fun.
Agent Date, you've got 5 minutes.
I guess never mind. We got 5 minutes left. Okay. So it was messing around. We were messing around with this photo before.
An ice pick stabbed into Shoko's photograph.
Now, with this being a mindscape, everything kind of has more a symbolic meaning versus anything else. And it's interesting that this is because Shoko was the person we found that was murdered. With supposedly we didn't see it, but it is believed an ice pick was taken her life and was stabbed in her eye. So, what happens if we push it in?
Date, are you certain? Will this heal Mizuki?
I don't know. Just try it.
Understood.
One second.
No good, huh?
Mizuki is still a child. The solution may be simpler than you think.
Simple, maybe, but this is a dream. Not everything goes how you expect.
Shoko's photograph has an ice pick stabbed through it.
Okay, so that didn't work. Let's pull it out this time.
Right. No one would want to see their mother like this. It keeps going. What is this?
Something happened over there.
Oh, because we raised the pole up, it's gonna take the lightning for us, and we don't have to worry about that so much. So we
The pillar became a lightning rod.
It looks like we can get to the birdcage now.
Our next step must be to remove it.
Okay, well that was easy enough.
Date, we got a timey.
A timey?
Time induction matter in encephalon. You can think of it as an item that affects the flow of time. Using this, you can slow down or speed up time in Somnium.
Is this another function Pewter added?
Correct.
Sounds like a dream.
Well, it is a dream. And because it is a dream, extraordinary things such as this are possible.
Got it. Guess I'll try to use them where I can.
Timies are items that affect time. You can use sometimes obtain them when you perform an action. Timies only affect the time taken to perform an action. You can only able to hold 3 timies. Picking up a timey while you already own or replace one. Expend it to one you use, but use them as often as you can. Okay, good to know. Got it. It's interesting that we've got 2 paths here. The mental lock 2. So I'm guessing we'll be able to solve this. We can either remove the birdcage or blow the birdcage away. Okay, good to know. I have to imagine anybody checking out this stream or video for the first time are going to be super fucking confused. Check the control
The
room.
control room of the merry-go-round lifted out of the ground.
Oops, didn't mean that. Sorry. Okay, so we makes time 1/2. So, I mean, for 10 seconds we can get. No, it'd be better for the 1/5. No.
What is your plan once I am inside?
It is a control room. Maybe we can do something in there.
I do not think it will be that easy.
Just try it.
I need to.
I didn't expect to see this inside.
I do not see an exit either.
But there's something suspicious here.
I see 2 bird cages.
Looks like there's something inside them. Take a look.
Okay, so we have the right bird cage or the left bird cage. This is probably what it means that we have the 2 choices here. I honestly not sure which one would actually be better. I guess we'll take the left, why not?
A bird cage. There are ripped pieces of paper inside.
We can reduce the time of the lift by 11 seconds, which I think we'll do ahead.
All right, leave it to me. It is heavier than it looks.
Nothing happened.
All I did was move the cage.
Retry will allow you to return to a save point just before unlocking the mental lock. You can only have 3 retries. Going back to lock 1 will cost 1. Going back to 2 costs 2. Going back all 3 locks will cost all 3. You gain 3 re-entries by selecting restart from the menu or failing the sync. This will likely be your best option if time is low.
There are torn pieces of paper.
Honestly, I think we just use the 3rd time. Reduce
Leave
that.
it to me. I enjoy puzzles like this. Done. But...
You were able to get out?
So the photo was the key. I remember it clearly. One day I came home to find that photo torn up in the trash can. When I asked Mizuki about it, she started to cry. I don't know why she tore up that photo. Whatever her reasons, it sounds like she regrets it. So we put the photo in Somnium, the birdcage.
Mizuki must be having a hard time.
But the cage is gone. We can get to Mizuki now.
Do you not see the horses spinning at hurricane speeds?
You can do it if you try a little.
No, you can't.
All right, fine. We have to stop the spinning.
Okay. So obviously I think it was hinting at where we had to go next.
You've got 4 minutes.
Yeah, thank you, Pewter. I know. So wherever that bear was, that thing. There's also was supposed to be something we got to be looking out for.
The entrance.
I got some extra time. Why don't we mess around a little bit?
We'll need more than a little force till this gate is as solid as my virtue.
I don't know how solid your virtue is.
Ouch! What a rude Dante. So there's this parasol, though. That's spinning.
The parasol is spinning.
Right on top.
this.
Wait, that actually
I didn't
worked?
think it would be that easy. Let's
Well,
go.
what was the point of showing me the panda?
Affirmative.
If you chose the correct answer as your final action, you can actually exceed the 360 time limit. Even if it seems like you don't have a lot of time left, don't give up, you might be able to do it. More than 1 second when you clear, you get a prize. No boss, anything but that.
You have 3 minutes, Date.
Okay, so I still got a little bit of time to look around. Oh, yeah, see, this, right here.
What is this?
Okay. So there's apparently like little stuff like that hidden in the world. Just keep an eye out for it. I'll take more concept art and stuff. Oh, I think it's concept art. What is that called? Whatever. I'm an idiot. Where do I get in? Ah, over here. Hey, Mizuki. Or Dream You.
A merry-go-round horse.
I have to see it. She is way too happy.
Is it fun?
Does it look fun?
You look cute like that.
Oh, I see.
It might be worth just doing the silly actions like that if it is gonna give me those little, like, modifiers.
It's Mizuki!
Slap her, make her laugh, smile at her, hug her. We'll try to hug her, right?
Mizuki.
Wait, does that mean she saw someone else there? A2 Mizuki A acquired.
Are you okay?
Date.
Hey, we fixed our ability to talk.
Date!
Looks like she can talk again.
After she calmed down, I asked her a few questions. I asked her about last night, about the Nile message, about Oda, about Shoko. I know that after Oda ran off, something must have happened to make Mizuki want to hide. Yeah, we'll ask you all. Well, we gotta check in with Mizuki first, right? Hey, how you doing?
I told you I'm fine. So annoying.
I annoyed you already, huh?
The pressure is annoying.
What pressure?
Force over area measured in pascals, dummy.
I see
Ouch.
she is back to her usual self. Her attitude is within normal parameters.
I think I liked her better when she was silent.
Oh, that's messed up, but also, yes. Are you hungry?
I'm fine now. But I didn't forget your promise.
I promise?
Stu, you said you'd take me.
So you heard that, huh?
Aphonia only affects speech. Her hearing should still be intact.
Sure, Mizuki. When we're all done here.
Oh, that's sweet of us, at least. About the who sent you the Nile message?
I can't tell you.
Why not?
Because I don't want to.
That's not a reason. You were at the scene of the crime because of that Nile message. Whoever sent it to you is a prime suspect.
I don't think she is going to answer. When she is in a mood, it's impossible to get her to talk. That's the kind of girl she is.
Sometimes I think you know her better than I do.
How long do you think I've been observing her?
It's been 4 years now.
Correct. I know things that even you do not know.
Like? Actually, never mind. Some things I'm better off not knowing.
Good answer,
By the
Dante.
way, we already looked into Mizuki's cell phone.
Okay, so this is going to test out the theory, hopefully, that I'm predicting. I'm predicting that Mizuki got a call from Shoko, because it is her mother. Haven't been told this yet, and I'm assuming that the killer used Shoko's phone to call her.
Unfortunately, the contents were wiped.
I'm tracing the sender of the Nile message through other means, but it's taking me some time.
Okay, well, I guess we don't... I thought they were going to reveal that information, but we'll see what happens. I either want to be proven right or wrong. It's half the thing with me playing these games is kind of like testing my own critical thinking skills and seeing if I could actually be a detective, you know?
Say, Mizuki, who was that figure I saw?
What?
In Somnium, in your dream, I saw a silhouette.
Date, Mizuki would not understand the question. She does not experience somnium as you do. You are witnessing a dream inside her brain.
Okay, so she wouldn't know about that, but maybe Pewter would? Before we go to Pewter, hey boss, what do you got to say? About what I saw in Somnia.
No need to report specifics. We saw it all from here in the control room. What the Sinker sees in Somnium is projected here, remember? We've got it all recorded.
Isn't it incredible? I invented it.
Anyway, we know about the figure you saw. I wonder who that could be.
Do you have any questions?
Right, there was something. Hey, Mizuki. When we found you, you were holding the ice pick, right? Can you tell us why?
When I got there, the ice pick was stuck in my mom's eye. I couldn't think straight. The only thing I could think was I had to get it out.
So, you panicked and pulled it out.
Yeah,
And you held on to it when you hid in the column.
yeah.
Okay, but that begs the... There's a question in that if... Okay, I can understand the shock. Perfectly understandable. But what was the need to hide into the column for? Surely you could have... But that's the action that doesn't make sense to me right now. Like, why did she need to hide?
Yeah, I'm glad she's talking again. You healed the wounds in her heart by syncing with her. Well, you meaning you and Iva.
The boss has extraordinary perception.
I deserve much of the credit for helping Mizuki recover her voice.
All you did was follow my instructions.
Date, Mizuki needs you. Protect her.
Thoughts on the suspect?
How would I know? We still don't have enough information. Continue your investigation, Special Agent.
Okay, did you have any other questions?
Okay, just one more question. This is very important. When you pulled out the ice pick, was Shoko's eye still there?
Well, that's a weird question.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't.
The eye socket was empty.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mizuki. That was very helpful.
Boss shines in moments like this. She doesn't hesitate to ask anything.
Now we know that Mizuki did not remove the victim's eye,
When we got to the scene, it was definitely missing.
and it has not yet been recovered. We can therefore conclude it has been removed from the scene.
Well, not quite. Okay. That makes it sound like it was... Okay. Okay. That makes it seem like it was like them taking a trophy from the murder. But we also had the fact that we believe that the person was killed off-site. So it is possible... Well, no... We know they were killed off-site because there's not enough blood at the scene of the crime in order to say that they were killed there. But we also, if I'm remembering correctly, the eye was taken while the person was still alive, which explains the bleeding from the eyeball. So maybe he did take it as a trophy. Never mind. Hey Peter, what's up? How does Aiba appear in Somnium?
Aiba is linked to your brain with an artificial nerve. To put it more simply, Aiba is a part of your brain. During syncing, your consciousness is sent into the subject's Somnium. Part of Aiba's self is also synced, but only a part. Not all of Aiba's functions are transferred into Somnium.
So that's why Somnium Aiba is so dumb.
Don't call me dumb.
No, she's gonna blow up in your head if you keep insulting her like that.
Hey, Pewter. When we were in Somnium earlier, Aiba was in human form. She's never looked like that before.
That was Aiba's idea.
What?
I thought you would be more pleased. I designed it to your taste.
Well, part of that was my taste.
I know everything inside your mind. You don't have to hide it.
Pewter, Aiba's broken. She's talking crazy.
I am not broken.
Perhaps Aiba admires the human form.
It's not that. It was just a little something. I consider Kaname Date to be my host. I owe him gratitude. I simply thought that appearance would make him happy.
Why would that make me happy?
I like their little back and forth. About Somnium.
In a normal dream, the person experiencing the dream cannot remove themselves from it. Dreams are first-person experiences. However, the circumstances are slightly different during a sync. The syncer dives into the subject's mind and experiences their subconscious thoughts. But this dream is experienced as an observer, as though you were watching a play. The subject is the author, director, and actor. The syncer is merely the audience.
That figure I saw.
Oh, that. I saw it too.
Who or what do you think it was?
Most likely someone Mizuki saw in person projected into her subconscious. Dreams can only be constructed from images and experiences the subject was present for. Mizuki's Somnium couldn't have contained that figure if she didn't see it in person. Of course, not everything we see in our dreams looks exactly the same as it did in the real world. You saw some strange things in Somnium earlier, didn't you, Dante? That event you experienced is obviously not as it happened in reality. Dreams are a collage of many memories, intertwining and blending with each other. Your skills as a sinker allow you to untangle those dreams and solve mysteries no one else can.
This is about what I expected from the dude from the No Escape series. Sci-fi that makes absolutely no fucking sense, but I'm here for it 100%. Who do you think the suspect is?
Pewter, who do you think the culprit is?
Well, let's see. Perhaps it was you, Special Agent Date.
What?
I'm kidding.
Yeah, real funny asshole. Anyway, how you doing, Mizuki? What?
Never mind. Did you see anyone at the merry-go-round the night you found Shoko?
I did. I saw someone in the corner past the merry-go-round.
Who did you see?
I don't know. It was dark and raining. They looked scary, so I hid inside the merry-go-round.
Okay, that makes sense then.
The door was open a little bit, so I snuck in.
That answers my question of why she was hiding. Yeah. Okay. I guess all I had to do was be a little bit of patient. But whatever.
Anyway, I get the story. Mizuki witnessed a suspicious person at the scene, but she didn't get a good look at them.
Maybe there's something at the scene we missed. Date, could you return to the scene of the crime? There might be more to Bloom Park than we first thought.
The third time at the crime scene. We wasted our time with the one girl. Oh, I guess we're just gonna. Well, I guess this makes sense because we'd wanna get it like where exactly she saw him. A suspicious figure in the Somnium, but I couldn't be sure of its exact location. I brought Mizuki along to help pin it down.
Somewhere around here, right?
It still feels like we're breaking so many protocols. This is the second civilian we've brought onto the crime scene.
Yep.
In the past, there would have been a nice paved path here. Covered in brushes and weeds now. I can still make out a trail leading back. Figure went this way.
What do you care? You never cared about me ever, and I liked it that way. I don't want you getting close to me.
Ouch.
Think I like you now because I hugged you after the sink? Did you think, aw, how sweet, she likes me? Don't get it twisted. I only hugged you because you were standing right in front of me. Could have been anything. Could have been a pole or a cactus. In fact, I wish it were a cactus. So stop worrying about me, okay?
So she says.
Yeah, I'm getting sister vibes from this already.
Yeah, I do.
What do you remember?
I went to this amusement park when I was little. I was 4. I remember it so clearly. This is where I saw my mom and dad smile. I had so many happy memories here. The only happy memories I really have are from here. Memories of my family are so bright and colorful. But now, this is where Mom...
Okay, I feel a little bad.
You saw that person standing here, right?
Yeah,
What was he doing?
I don't know, it was dark. But I think he was watching me. He was standing there in the rain with no umbrella. But I don't remember anything else. I got scared and went to hide inside the column.
Okay, interesting. So we know... Sorry, I'm so sorry about that. I don't mean to cough in the mic. We know Oda was with her when it first on the stream. So, this could have been Oda. However, she mentioned he was just standing there with no umbrella. When we saw the cutscene with them, him running away, he held an umbrella in his hand. So this is another person entirely. Kind of just confirms that. What's wrong?
Nothing. Just wondering where this goes.
Iba, what's past here?
This leads to the subway.
The subway?
It has of course closed down. It is no longer in service. This is due to the explosion at the chemical plant that occurred years ago. The surrounding district of Kawasaki was contaminated and declared off limits. Bloom Park closed for the same reason, as did all commerce and industry in Kawasaki. This means the railroads and public transportation to and from this area were shut down as well.
The subway. Iba, does the entire track run underground?
No. The track leading northward from Bloom Park eventually rises to ground level.
At a railroad crossing?
Correct.
Then the tracks must cross a surface street at some point.
Correct.
A railroad crossing. Railroad crossing.
Iba, do me a favor. Can you see if any cars were driving on that surface street last night?
Searching.
Hey, you've been quiet for a long time. Are you okay?
I'm just thinking.
I've got something. I picked up a single vehicle traversing that street last night. A black SUV. I ran the plate through the vehicle registration database to find the owner.
Who was it?
Shoko Nadami's ex-husband and Mizuki's father,
What?
Renju Okiura.
Oh, fuck.
So let me get this straight.
So, there was no cars in the area because he'd used the car to drive under the subway tracks to get to the park. That's why nothing was on CCTV. Huh. Smart.
You think that Daddy drove his car on the tracks through the tunnel, stopped at the closed down station, and carried Mom's body to the park?
I can't prove it was Renju. There's a chance someone else was driving the car.
Yeah.
But, in any case, I know that the suspect must have used the subway tracks. That explains why there were no cars parked near the scene. Using that subway station, he could take the body right to the merry-go-round without being caught on camera.
Daddy didn't do it.
I am not so certain.
Either way, I have to talk to Renju, and you can help me find him.
Oh. This got serious real quick. We're gonna drop a quick save. So now we suspect Renju. Okay. I was kind of hoping to get lightly in the conversation. When was the last time you saw your dad?
I think about a week ago, when I went to hang out at Lemon Escape.
Did you notice anything different about him?
Nothing really. He was the same as usual.
And he didn't come to see you in the hospital, did he?
No.
Not even for his own daughter.
That is very unusual.
About the Nile message.
Mizuki, Renju sent you that Nile message, didn't he?
What?
I got this buddy of mine. Real bad personality, but real good with technology. I got some help from them.
Bad personality?
There was a message sent at 8:05 last night. Does this sound familiar? Mizuki, Daddy got caught up in something serious. Please come to Bloom Park's merry-go-round right away. Daddy needs your help. Please do as I say.
Yeah, that was it. It was from Daddy's phone.
Oh!
But I didn't want to say anything because that would make Daddy a suspect, so...
So you kept quiet.
Yeah. My dad's never said anything like that to me, ever. That he was counting on me? I had to go.
But you invited Ota along.
Bloom Park is in the middle of the Kawasaki district.
Huh. So I had the right idea, but I was completely wrong on the parent. Huh. I guess both make sense. Okay. I just assumed because she said she could see him every time she hanged out at the company. So I kind of assumed she would be more interested in speaking with her mother, but okay, same concept.
There are a number of homeless individuals in a high crime rate there. Mizuki must have been worried about going alone.
Okay. About the suspicious figure.
Hey, Mizuki, tell me again. The person you saw at the merry-go-round.
No, it wasn't Daddy. I know it wasn't.
You're sure?
Well, I don't remember. It was a while ago. What about you?
What about me?
You tried calling him.
I did. I called earlier, and I tried a few times last night.
And he didn't pick up?
No.
About the Nile message.
But it couldn't be him.
Why not?
Daddy couldn't have sent the message. Someone else must have used his phone. And his car. Daddy wasn't driving the car either. Somebody else did it. The killer did it, not Daddy.
The only evidence we have so far leads to one conclusion. The cell phone and the car were both operated by Renju Okiura. Date, incoming call from the boss.
Connected.
Hey, I just got the report from Ida.
This is super dangerous to be doing while on the road, but okay.
Renju is a suspect?
He's definitely suspicious.
I agree. I think he's our number one suspect. He's been acting strange since last night. He didn't come see Mizuki in the hospital, won't pick up his phone, and he vanishes after questioning. He doesn't have an alibi for the time of the murder either.
He doesn't?
No, not one we can corroborate.
Okay, do you have any idea where he is?
No, I told you he vanished. Where are you headed?
Renju's house.
Don't bother. I had local cops search the place. Didn't find anything.
Where could he be?
Shoko's time of death was estimated to be about 5 p.m. yesterday. Renju claims that he was at home alone at the time. But that means no one can back up his story.
Okay, about the questioning.
He didn't give us any new information. He didn't have much to say at all, really.
And then why did you release him? Probably because you
So
can't hold
Renju
him.
was questioned at a local station?
I'm going to assume we couldn't hold him because technically if you don't really have anything to hold him on, like no reasonable evidence, I can only hold him for like 24 hours or something.
That's right.
Then why didn't you keep him there?
Protocol. Nothing we could do. He wasn't a suspect then, and we had nothing to charge him with. We couldn't hold him.
Yeah. I can see through bosses through my left eye. Aiba is streaming the image in real time. I have a cell phone, never cared for them. But Aiba can connect any network in range, so I'm able to communicate with HQ. Mizuki, I'm looking like I'm talking to a Bluetooth. Since she doesn't see what I see.
Alright, boss. Let me know if you find something.
You too. Keep me in the loop.
Where the hell did Renju go?
Sunpoke?
What?
Sunpoke. Or something.
Oh, Sunfish Pocket. Renju was telling me about that place. It's a maid cafe that he runs.
I found it.
I feel like that would have been very important to know early on. He could have, like, you're searching for Renju. Where could he possibly be? I don't know. What other businesses does he own?
Approximately 6.2 miles north-northeast in Akihabara.
Oh, hey. Speaking of, I said it earlier, but the Zero Escape 999 series. I think that's the The mask, I think it's 0. It's cool that he put a little Easter egg in here.
Can't be. Renju.
Fuck.
You look awful. Have you been sleeping any?
My best friend was murdered, boss. I don't have it in me to sleep right now.
What happened to Mizuki? Yeah, you gotta imagine, as bad as like my guy's probably feeling, Mizuki is probably even worse. Oh my god.
She's sleeping at the hospital. They're going to give her counseling after she wakes up.
I see.
Her mother and her father. I hope she'll be okay.
How about you? Getting any sleep?
Of course not. I've still got a mountain of work piled up. Answering to the higher-ups, the press. I'm just taking a little breather.
About Renju.
You were the first on the scene, so you know this better than anyone, but Renju was murdered. No way this was a suicide. And the fact that his left eye was removed tells me that this was the same killer as Shoko.
The serial killer.
The new Cyclops killer.
What?
That's the nickname that's been spreading around headquarters.
New.
Yes, several years ago.
Cuter.
There is no point in hiding it from him. He would find out on his own eventually. It's all over the news. These murders have gone viral, so to speak. The killings from 6 years ago have continued. The Cyclops killer is back.
6 years ago? Is that what you were talking about, boss?
Fine. I suppose you deserve to know.
Yeah, I could have told me this a while ago. Probably could have prevented another murder. Okay, so what happened 6 years ago?
We have a name for it down at HQ. The original Cyclops serial killings. To distinguish it from this new one. It was 6 years ago in October. 4 bodies were found in the mountains of Akikawa Valley.
But the decomposition of the corpses were all at different stages. They were each killed sometime during May to September of that year.
But they did have 2 things in common. They were all young women. And
Each corpse was missing their right eyeball, pulled out posthumously.
Okay. Well, don't we already have a huge significant difference right there? Because of the victim so far that we know is Shoko, the eyeball was pulled while she was alive. Those ones were after the killing.
a few days after the corpses were discovered, the killer sent a statement to the press. I killed them, and they are now my dear companions. Something like that.
He signed the statement under the name Cyclops, hence the name the Cyclops Killer.
The Cyclops is a mythological race of one-eyed giants. According to Greek myth, they are the children of Uranus, god of the sky, and Gaia, goddess of earth. Cyclopes were known for their outstanding strength and smithing ability.
So the letter to the press wasn't a fake? It was the real killer?
Yes, it had to be.
Probably because they didn't reveal the idea about the eyes to the public.
A picture of one of the victims right after she was killed was sent along with the letter.
Oh, well, that too. That would probably do it.
No, in 6 years we never got a single trace.
So maybe Cyclops is responsible for these murders as well.
No, that's impossible.
Why?
For one, the original Cyclops killer only killed women. Renju doesn't fit that profile. Second, all of the victims had their right eyes removed, but Shoko and Renju...
We're missing their left eye.
The timing of the eye removal is also inconsistent. The original Cyclops killer removed the eyes after the victims were killed.
Okay. So I kind of got ahead of myself again with this again. So.
But Shoko and Renju were both still alive.
Mm-hmm. Which begs the question, what did the killer do with the eyeballs?
But even so, you can't say for sure this isn't our guy. Maybe they're just doing things a little differently now. Or do you have another reason?
I'm sorry, Date, I can't say anymore.
Bullshit, you can't.
It's a national secret.
How can it be a national secret?
Date, please, forget about it. I told you already, you don't need to know anything about that case to investigate this one. The criminal for this case and the case 6 years ago are not the same.
Iva, bring up all investigation records of the original Cyclops serial killings.
I already had a look through the database while you were talking. Unfortunately, I found no relevant information. I also did not discover anything of note on the internet. Only amateur theories, all lacking credibility and evidence.
Damn it.
It's definitely weird that it's like this secret. Also sitting on her desk, she looks tired like me. Okay, Peter, what do you have to say? Why are you here anyway?
Am I not allowed to be here?
No, I didn't mean it like that.
I was here first. I was just talking to the boss about Renju's murder.
Seem troubled, Peter.
2 murders, one right after the other. How could I not be?
That felt a little dodgy. Any thoughts on the culprit?
Renju had his left eyeball removed.
Right. Shoko too.
So perhaps, Mr. Date, you are the killer. You're missing your left eye, so you steal them from others. I'm kidding. Only a joke.
I'm too tired for your jokes right now, Peter.
Actually, you lost your eye 6 years ago, correct?
Yes, but I don't remember anything from back then. I lost my eye and my memories.
I was transplanted into your empty eye socket a year later. We have been together for more than 5 years.
Okay, so... any other information?
That's all we have for now.
All right.
Special Agent Date, we need you to continue your work.
Right. I think I'll head back to where Renju was found. Sunfish Pocket.
Date, you're exhausted. Why don't you get some sleep before you continue your investigation?
I'm fine. Let's go, Iva.
Understood.
So now I'm kind of curious what happens if you go down the other path. So remember, there was another path down her whole,
Date, the vehicle is accelerating 2% slower than usual.
Okay, 1 second. Let's see here. Save. Yeah, so that was where the diverging path was. Makes me kind of curious what would happen if we go back there, but we'll go down this one further.
Did you put anything in the trunk?
No?
What about the back seat?
Back seat?
You're just noticing her now?
Mizuki!
Hey, watch out! Eyes forward, stupid.
Mizuki climbed to the front and sat in the passenger seat. What are you how are you doing? What are you doing here?
I ditched the hospital. They're probably freaking out over there right now.
I'm taking you back.
No, don't! Nothing will change if I stay at the hospital all day. You're going to investigate, right? Take me with you, I can help!
How is a little runt like you gonna be any help?
I'm Renju's daughter. Maybe I'll notice something you don't. Something only his daughter would know.
I don't know.
My daddy was killed. I can't just stay at the hospital.
Fine. Don't say I never did anything for you.
You're going to take me along?
Just promise not to interfere with the investigation.
Got it.
Okay, how'd you even get in here?
It wasn't locked. I just opened the door. I've been here for like 10 minutes. Why don't your doors have auto locks? I know you like old cars, but you gotta lock the doors.
You should be a little more apologetic for someone who just got caught breaking into my car.
Mizuki does raise a valid point. If you are not more serious about security, you should consider replacing the car altogether.
You too?
I'm just getting brother-sister vibe from this, and it's kind of cute. How are you doing, by the
Well,
way?
I can still talk this time. Maybe I'm just getting used to it.
Mizuki's psychological wounds have been healed by the sink.
You want to catch the subject? Suspect?
No, it's more like I don't like sitting still and moping all day. I've grown out of my brooding, pretentious teenager phase.
You sure about that?
Odd thing for a preteen to say.
Are you not aware of Mizuki's mental prowess? She is far more developed than her classmates. She is even reading psychology papers by Alfred Adler.
Sounds pretentious to me.
So...
You were talking to yourself again. I heard you. It's creepy. You should cut that out.
I was talking to Aiba out loud before I noticed Mizuki is in the car. It's just be what she's referring to.
Mizuki is still unaware I exist.
Yeah, I know there's no reason to hide it, since she already knows about Abyss. But it's just hard to explain. I won't say anything yet.
Understood. But I am ready to be introduced at any time. Just let me know when the time is right.
It's not a proposal. No need to be so formal. Shit, I said that out loud.
Date, I think you should go to the hospital.
About Renju.
Hey, about Renju. Do you have anything to tell me? Anything at all that might help?
Well, it's not about Daddy, but I heard from Daddy that Mom had a secret.
Shoko had a secret?
What was the secret?
Did you know that Mom was the representative of an investment company?
Yeah, I did.
That whole company was a big scam.
A scam?
Well, I don't know the details. They start up a company to get people to invest in it, then shut it down on purpose and keep the money. She got really rich like that.
Shoko did this?
Yep.
By herself?
No, dummy. Of course it was with other people. I saw gangsters there sometimes. If she ever got into trouble, she had them take care of it.
I am scanning all known crime databases, but I cannot find any reports referencing this. They must have been extraordinarily careful.
Anyway, I'm glad that you're okay.
I'm not okay.
So, you want to go back to the hospital? I'd be more than happy to drop you off.
That's not what I meant. Why are you always so pushy, Date?
I'm not pushy, I'm just worried.
You've got a weird way of showing it. Doesn't look like you're worried. You're just weird.
You've always got something smart to say, huh? You're just like Renju.
Date,
What about Daddy?
Nothing.
You have no tact, do you? This is why you're single and always will be.
Damn. You know, Dante, you kind of deserve that one.
That's where you're wrong, kiddo. I look like a single father when you're around. Chicks love it.
Yeah, chicks love to see creepy old men hanging out with a 6th grader.
Hey, what are you implying?
Ooh, did I make you mad? Now I'm stuck in a car with an angry old creepy pervert.
Okay. God damn.
I am not an old creepy pervert. And even if you were my age, you're not my type.
Ew, I don't want to know about your type.
Hey, you started it.
Stupid old man.
Punk-ass kid.
God damn it. Zuki and I walked into the Sunfish Pocket.
Ah, Detective Date. Good to see you, sir. And this is...
Have you looked through the case file yet?
Oh, I am so sorry. She's the victim's...
Yes. Please let us through.
Alright, so let's take a quick look around. Oil drum must be some kind of
The
interior
capacity
core.
of this oil drum is 200 liters. It weighs approximately 44 pounds when empty.
Let me check inside.
Oh, hello.
What?
There's something inside.
Stepped up to the drum.
This is the oil drum.
This is the kind of oil drum that has a lid, right?
Correct.
Let's open it. This is the wristwatch Renju always wore. No doubt about it. But how did this get here?
Is Renju stored in the oil drum? Renju's corpse was hung up by 3 wires. The wires were tied to 3 kegs.
Each keg has a capacity of 20 liters. All 3 kegs were filled, and approximately 55 pounds each.
Any leads?
No, we didn't find anything today.
I can't look at the hook for some reason, even though I think that would have been an important clue. Oh, hello.
Iba, did you get anything from the surveillance camera?
Unfortunately, no. All of the recordings from local surveillance equipment have been erased.
What about backups?
There are none. Nothing was uploaded to the cloud either.
Well, that's unfortunate. Anything in the kitchen? No. Getting enough rest?
No, not these past few days.
I thought so. Once this is over, get some rest, alright?
You too, Detective Date.
Oh yeah, Mizuki, you have anything to say? Notice anything strange?
You were telling me earlier that you could spot things only a daughter would know.
I know what I said. I'll tell you if I notice anything.
Do you remember what you saw last night?
How could I forget? I'll never be able to get that image out of my head. Not until the day I die.
Notice anything strange?
Did you hear me? I said I'll tell you if I see anything.
Alright, got it. Jeez. Pictures of girls on display, probably the girls that were
What
working
are you
here.
staring at, creeper?
I agree.
Dante cannot catch a break. Anything to say? Status?
Nothing special.
The corpse was strung up near this counter.
The autopsy report indicates that the contents of the victim's intestines were excreted upon death.
That is don't think I need to know that, Aiba.
But no traces of that have been found in the area, nor on the corpse itself. This evidence makes it highly likely that Renju was killed somewhere else.
So it's another... Okay.
It must have been considerably difficult to carry more than 150 pounds.
What do you mean?
Renju weighed approximately 158 pounds. I can estimate a person's weight by analyzing their bone structure, muscle, and fat.
Okay. Well, obviously with this watch being in the oil drum, then we know that's how it was transported. Makes sense. But it's another case of someone being murdered somewhere else and then brought to a location.
What?
I was asking for your name.
My name is Kagami.
Well, that was a little hostile.
Aiba, can you recall the time we discovered the corpse?
Of course.
Okay, here we go. Left eye had been pulled out.
This case bears similarity to Shoko's. The left eyeball was removed while the victim was still alive.
Okay.
The autopsy report discovered the presence of benzodiazepine.
Huh.
It is a common sedative. The dosage found in the victim's bloodstream was extremely high. It can be assumed that Renju's cognitive functions were heavily impaired before his death.
I don't think there was any drugs in Shoko's system, so that might just be... I don't know. Sedatives were detected in Renju's body. He was barely conscious before he was killed.
The time of discovery was 10:20 p.m. You of course already know this, but you and Mizuki were the first to discover Renju's corpse. The body was hanged from the ceiling, similar to how a fish would be. A thick hook was embedded in the upper jaw, and the wires connecting to the hook were strung up on one of the ceiling beams. There was also a hook on the other end of each wire. The 3 beer kegs were attached to these hooks. We have found no fingerprints.
And then, obviously, the bruising on his neck. What about that? There are deep impressions left on his neck.
Strangulation?
Correct. The face shows clear signs of congestion, along with petechia around the face and throat. Both are clear evidence of asphyxiation.
Any indication of the murder weapon?
Most likely a twisted piece of cloth. The culprit approached Renju from behind and wrapped the cloth around his neck, choking him in an attempt to suffocate him. The specific cause of death is cerebral circulation failure due to vessel closure in the neck. Put more simply, the suspect strangled Renju to death from behind.
Do we have an estimated TOD?
Yesterday, around 8 p.m.
So Renju was murdered about 2 hours before Mizuki and I found the body.
Huh. We can also kind of estimate the person can kind of look like, right? Because when we found Shoko's body, there was no signs of like needing help lifting. She was just placed on the merry-go-round. Yet this case, we see that the beer kegs are being kind of used as kind of like a levy system. So he was strong enough to lift up Shoko, but too weak to hook him up like that. You and Choco both had their left eye taken before they was killed. Something else here.
Jeez, you're pushy men are seen as desperate. This is why no one likes you. Besides, Date? Never mind. Just do your investigation or whatever.
What was she gonna say?
Now is not the time to worry about such things.
Right. They're all made of wood. Nothing special about it. What am I still missing? Just into the doorway. I was located on the second floor of the building. Use the elevator to get here.
Iva, can you check the operation records of this elevator?
Searching. Found it. The elevator records are sent automatically to building management. According to the record from yesterday, from 6:30 p.m. until the body was found, this elevator stopped on the second floor only once, at 8:55 p.m. The weight of the car's cargo was approximately 310 pounds.
I think we've checked everything we need to.
I agree. We should compile our evidence and inferences.
Mizuki, you ready to leave?
What? But we aren't done investigating.
What do you mean?
There are still people I want to talk to.
Who do you want to talk to?
Well, there is one place. Have you heard of Golden Yokocho in the entertainment district? Daddy used to go to a place called Marble a lot. Maybe they know something about him.
What? Want to talk to Oda?
Yeah. Oda is in here all the time. He might know something. I'll call him.
Ota's phone is broken. He dropped it in a puddle.
Sounds like Ota. He's so clumsy.
We'd have to talk to him in person.
He's probably at Lemniscate or Matsushita Diner.
Okay, do you want to talk to Iris?
Yeah. Daddy owned Lemniscate and Iris works for them. She used to work here too.
So she might know something.
I'll call her.
Suki tried calling Iris. There was no answer.
Have any idea where she might be?
I don't know. Iris is into a lot of things.
Alright, let's head out.
Lemniscate, Matsushita Diner, and Marble. Let's head out.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go to the diner first. Let's go down the list. Probably have to hit up each area anyway, so.
Hello, welcome. You're Mizuki, right? Ota's friend?
Yep.
And you...
Oh, I suppose I should introduce myself more formally.
At least something a little more than flashing your badge.
My name is Kaname Date.
Mr. Date, what can I help you with?
Have you been here before?
Yeah, I am friends with Oda. I've been here a few times.
Where's your husband today?
I completely forgot. I wonder where he got off to. But he'll come back soon. He always does. Runs off, then comes back.
I'm beginning to have doubts about the management of this establishment.
I as well.
I am not liking where this is going. Anyway, is Oda here?
He went out early this morning. I don't know where.
I see.
I took my business card out of my pocket and handed it to Mayumi.
Sorry to be a bother, but when Ota comes back, can you tell him to contact me?
Oh, well, sure.
Thanks, ma'am.
Okay, got it.
Date, let's go somewhere else.
Yeah, let's go.
Check out Lemniscate. I don't like where that's going with her because it just seems like she's super forgetful, and both times we've been there, there's been no one in that diner, giving me just bad vibes in general. I don't know. I'll have to see where it goes.
Oh, what? Hey there, handsome.
Yeah, and also with the, the husband not being there. Yeah,
Excuse me?
I cannot even right now.
Oh god.
Hold on, give me just one sec. Mizuki, do you know this guy?
Yeah?
Can you introduce me, please?
She is surprisingly unprofessional for a receptionist.
Come on, it's just not so bad.
Could you contain yourself for 5 minutes, Date?
Okay, do you happen to see Oda here?
Ota? Nah, haven't seen him today. How is he?
The receptionist knows Ota too?
Ota happens to be the kind of otaku who actually has social skills.
Those are the ones you have to watch out for.
Huh?
Nothing. Anyway, could you give me a call if Ota shows up? I have my number here.
Look at my business card and hand it to the receptionist.
Yeah, I got his number.
Let us pray that the privilege will not be abused.
Okay, what about Iris?
Iris? You mean Asa? She's recording a podcast in the underground studio.
Oh, that's why she didn't pick up the phone.
If you need her right away, I can try contacting her.
No, it's fine. This can wait until she's done.
For sure.
What?
For sure? As in, I got you?
I don't believe I've ever heard that sequence of sounds spoken out loud before.
Okay, I guess that's all we really needed to know.
Mizuki, let's go. Staying here would be a waste.
Yeah. Where should we go next?
Alright, so Golden Yokocho. See what that's about.
Is this it?
Yeah.
You know about this place?
Yeah. This is where I met Renshu for the first time.
Interesting. Didn't think this was your kind of spot.
This place is special. You can find all sorts of shady characters here. It's the best place for gathering information about a case. So that's why.
That is only a partial truth.
Shut up.
Huh?
Let's head inside.
Where is everyone?
It's been like this for a while. Not many people come here anymore. Mama should be here soon, though.
Okay.
In other news, at 6:10 p.m. yesterday, on the outer circle of the Capital City Highway in Minato District, Tokyo, a traffic collision occurred involving 5 cars and at least 1 truck. MPD has arrested the driver of the truck suspected to be the cause of the accident for negligence. The investigation is ongoing.
That was weird and random. Tired?
No. And what do you mean by that?
Nothing. Just let me know when you're tired. You can go home anytime you want.
You aren't really worried about me, you just think I'm annoying, right? Don't beat around the bush, just say it. But you know what? It wouldn't matter anyway because I'm not going home.
About Renju.
Hey, Date. What did you and Daddy used to talk about when you were here?
I don't remember a lot of it. I was usually drinking pretty hard.
Don't worry, I have everything recorded.
Jesus, Aiba.
In fact, the conversation about you taking care of Mizuki took place here, at Marble.
Really?
The topic was brought up several times afterward, but the first time was here. 4 years ago, after drinking enough liquid courage, Renju asked you to take care of Mizuki. At the time, Renju was recently divorced, buried in work at Lemniscate, and mentally unstable. It was a display of excellent judgment. It was a good thing that he managed to swallow his pride.
I don't know about that. I'm sure there's plenty of other options he could have taken there.
You think so? Sometimes, I don't think it was the right move.
You should have more confidence. I guarantee you that it was the best decision.
Let's hope so.
You're the voice in my head. Whatever you say. Any fun at school?
It's okay.
Is it?
Yup.
Do you have a lot of friends?
Yeah. But I don't really like my elementary school friends. They're too immature. I have more fun with Iris and Ota.
I don't know if they're too immature. You're just very mature for your age.
You think so? The kids at school are so stupid. They gossip about who had their first kiss for days. I don't see why that's anyone's business.
These grade schoolers move fast.
Nah, not really. It's pretty normal nowadays.
You haven't kissed anyone yet, have you?
No, I'm not interested in that.
Oh, thank God.
It's been a long time. This seems like such a weird option because I would have never taken her to a bar in the first place, you know?
Did what?
Sat at a table together like this. We haven't eaten dinner together in a while. After I finish working on this case, we should do it again.
Why? Because of what happened to my mom and daddy? I don't need that.
Date, this is where you need to take a stronger role as her guardian. Data suggests that children who eat alone are prone to mental imbalances and poor physical condition. The meals you prepare do have sufficient nutritional content. However, you need to make sure that Mizuki is eating all of it. Otherwise, your effort is wasted.
We should at least have one meal together.
I told you I don't want to.
Why not?
Because... I don't like how you hold chopsticks. It makes me sick.
Really now. People have always told me that I have good technique. Some even say it's beautiful.
It's disgusting. Too clean. Besides, there's no point in eating together.
Why is that?
Because you don't talk when you're eating. I don't like sitting in silence.
Well, we don't have to be quiet.
It's fine, I don't like hearing you talk either.
Jesus Christ, Mizuki. We're trying.
I believe she has entered her teenage rebellion phase a year early.
This is gonna be rough.
Date, honey. Long time no see.
Hey, Mama. How've you been?
Oh, tired and sore, but not in a fun way.
Watch the innuendo in front of the kid.
Oh, who is this?
Renju's daughter.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Oh, it must have been hard. I saw on the news.
It's okay. Really.
Oh, it must have been...
Bothering the hell out of me, so I'm just gonna fix this right now. Okay. So, Mama, let's see. How's business?
Not bad.
Hey, that's good. I want you to keep this place open as long as you can. It makes me feel sad and old when a place I used to visit closes down.
Well, then you should visit more often. I could hook you up, in more ways than one.
Just the one way is fine, thanks.
About Renju.
Have you heard any rumors about Renju? Anything about grudges, disputes?
Is it okay to talk in front of Mizuki?
Yes, I want to be here.
Trust me, you couldn't drag her away.
If you say so. Apparently, Ren had some connections with the Kumakura gang.
Interesting.
Okay.
Every time it's done that heartbeat, it's been kind of like important info. Or something connected
real
to...
rough customers. This is their turf.
Okay. So, it seems like every time that heartbeat happens, it like reconnects to our memories from before 6 years ago. Because it's happened a few times now, back when we met with Iris and her mom.
So Daddy was involved with gangsters.
Mizuki, that company Shoko was running, were they also tied to the Kumakuras?
I don't know.
Was Renju a regular here?
I haven't seen him for a while. I thought I was going to shrivel up and die of boredom without you boys around.
Shrivel up? You look like a purple water balloon.
That's right. Care to give me a poke?
I'll pass, thanks.
Let's see... Oh, Mama.
I heard that shady characters hang out here. So who are you and how do you fit in?
No one special. I'm just a facilitator.
A facilitator?
People who come in here tend to have very specific interests. I help accommodate.
Oh, okay.
Mama's like, an informant.
That's right. And I won't charge you this time. Just promise to get the bastards who did this to Ren for me.
Right. It's for Renju.
I promise.
What else do you remember about Renju?
Well, there was the watch incident. I'm sure you remember that one.
Watch incident?
You don't remember? Your drunk ass spilled your beer on Ren's watch. Ren was furious, yelling about how this watch is more important than my life, or whatever. He blew up on you. That was the only time I've ever seen Ren that mad. That's why I remember it so well.
Was it this watch?
I pulled out the watch I had in my pocket. The one I found in the oil drum with the sunfish pocket.
Yeah, that's it. Why do you have it? Was it at the scene? Ren was given that watch by his lover. It was an anniversary gift, I think.
Lover?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot Mizuki was here.
No, it's fine.
But of course, it wasn't an affair. This was all after he was divorced.
Daddy had a new lover.
Going to the bathroom.
The bathroom?
Yeah. This place is small. The bathrooms are outside.
Take care.
Give her a nod and a wave and left.
Iba, get boss on the line.
Got it.
What's up?
Mizuki is at a bar called Marble down in Golden Yokocho. Send someone over to pick her up.
She's not at the hospital?
Yeah, she snuck out. I took her along while I was doing some work, but I can't take her any further.
Understood. I'll send someone.
Counting on you, boss.
Are you going to leave Mizuki here?
Yes. I can't take her into a Yakuza den.
Just like the
Who's this
Yakuza
asshole?
series.
You made a big mistake coming here. Go home.
All right. Bye then.
Hey, Date.
What? Ugh, I hate dealing with these chumps.
Didn't you hear me?
Do you want to die, old man?
You bastard!
Not as serious as
Sorry for the late
Yakuza.
introduction. I'm with the MPD.
A cop, huh? So, you want to explain what the fuck a cop is doing in my office?
I think we should exchange names before exchanging expletives.
Name's MoMA, the warhorse. Don't give a fuck what your name is.
All right, MoMA. I have a few things I want to ask you. What do you know about the new Cyclops serial killings? Shoko Nadami and Renju Ukiura had their left eye pulled out and were murdered. And I think you know something about it.
Saw it on the news. But we had nothing to do with it. Even if we did, we wouldn't spill to no cops.
Where's the chairman?
What?
The chairman is right in front of you.
What?
I run the Kumakura gang. I'm Moma Kumakura.
That can't be right. The chairman of the Kumakuras is Rohan. You aren't the chairman.
Yo, asshole! You need a lesson in manners?
Date, wait. I did some research and discovered that Rohan Kumakura died last year. He led to his death from the roof of a building.
Suicide?
But Moma did not take over last year. Moma took over 6 years ago.
6 years ago.
Huh.
Don't know nothing about her. I know her face and her name. It was on the news. Nothing else.
Shoko was part of an investment fraud scheme, and I have it on good authority that a certain Yakuza gang was helping her.
Wouldn't know nothing about that, cop.
About Renju.
I told you, I got nothing to say. You deaf or something?
Date, a minute please.
What is it?
Do you see the sofa in the reception area? There is an ashtray on top of the coffee table.
What about it?
It is peculiar. Thermal imaging reveals that they are both warm.
The sofa and ashtray.
Okay. What are the cigarette butts? The tip is reddish.
Hey, Iva, can you turn off the thermal vision?
Sure.
I see. The cigarette brand is Klein.
Why is that relevant?
Small details will come in useful later. Trust me.
Anything else we can put out here?
A
bronze dragon holding a golden ball.
Golden ball, huh?
Okay. Anything else that I can... Come on, for a crest. Okay, what else? Sofa and... Okay, sofa and ashtray.
A sofa. There are cigarettes.
So someone must...
The question is...
Part of the cushion is still red.
Just as I thought.
Okay. There's someone here recently.
What are you talking about? You're the first guest today, although you are an uninvited guest.
Don't lie now. Someone was sitting on the sofa and smoking very recently.
How do you know that?
I just do.
Oh, right. I remember now. Just a bit ago, one of our guys was on the sofa.
Are you talking about these guys right here?
Yeah.
Not possible. When I came in...
You made a big mistake coming here.
Go home.
Who's this asshole?
Neither of them was on the sofa, and neither of them was smoking.
They left.
Who left?
An insurance salesman. Right before you came in.
I don't think so. I didn't pass by anyone on my way here, and I happen to know this office only has one entrance and one exit, which means, whoever it is, they're still in this office somewhere. Let me check the back.
Why you want to do that?
I just wanted to say hello to our guest.
I'm telling you, you're the only one here.
Oh, then you won't mind me checking.
Just get out of here, cop.
There must be someone they don't want us to see. Somewhere behind that wall.
Who the... Oh.
Just as I thought.
This must be whoever was sitting on the sofa and smoking earlier.
My evolver can shoot right through this wall.
What? Why did you jump to that?
I should shoot him.
Wait! Is he not getting enough?
What?
Never mind. The person behind the wall is unarmed. I cannot approve the use of evolver in this situation.
Damn it.
That was really quick to violence, my dude.
Date, a porno mag at your feet.
What?
Hey! Did you just shoot at me?
What the fuck?
Hey, whoa, wait a minute!
What the hell is going on?
Date, load evolver with explosive rounds. Aim for the dragon's gold ball on the right.
The what? Oh, that. Why?
Just do it!
What the f- That was so stupid.
You saved me.
Everything happened as I simulated it.
So, where's this porno mag?
You idiot. There is no adult magazine. However, I know that your reaction time is up to 3.6 times faster when you are excited. I simply took advantage of that behavior.
What the hell? You're a grown man. Aren't you too old to be playing with toys?
Shit!
Hey, coward! I see you. Show your face! I know you. That's...
Sejima, so, Congressman.
What is this guy doing here?
What are you doing here?
I've had a relationship with the Kumakuras since back when Rohan was running things. I had business nearby, so I stopped here for a visit. Whatever conspiracy theory you're imagining in your head, you can forget it. This is strictly business.
Strictly business? A congressman meeting with Yakuza? How are you gonna spin that?
It's true. I imagine my public image will be dragged through the mud. But we haven't done anything illegal. If you want to accuse me of such wrongdoing, then by all means. I just happen to think such gossip is better suited for tabloids.
Okay. What about Renju? Do you know anything about him?
The president of Lemniscate? We aren't friends, but I did meet him a few times through work.
What work were you doing to meet up with the head of an entertainment company?
It was just some party hosted by some company or other. It's not unusual. Events with those uptight stuffed shirts can be rather dumb. So they have some young women from an entertainment office attend. Anyway, we only saw each other a few times. I don't even remember what we spoke about.
You have an alibi for yesterday and the day before.
I went to work, then went home.
So, you have no alibi?
No, I always have my bodyguards near me. If you want to, you can ask them.
Bodyguard testimony can be unreliable. There is a possibility that they would lie to protect Mr. Sajima.
I agree. We can't trust that.
Okay, what about you? You got anything else to say?
I heard that the former head of the Kumakuras committed suicide last year.
Jesus, dude.
Yeah, what's it to you?
Nothing at all. I just want to talk about it.
Rohan was my older brother. He was my big brother in this organization, and my blood brother. 6 years ago, he got sick in the head. He got sent to a special hospital. And naturally, because I'm his brother and next in line, I was the successor. That's all I'm gonna say. You want to know more? Hire a private eye.
Do you have an alibi for yesterday and the day before?
Us Kumakuras are a branch of the Ujisaki family. The Ujisaki family runs a yearly golf tournament. Mandatory attendance. We were all at the tournament those days. We only got back this morning. You can ask the hotel. They'll tell you.
Date, I did some research. The hotel's record of guests does list the Kumakura members. They were also seen on several surveillance cameras. It is not possible that any of the Kumakuras could have killed Shoko, including Moma.
Alright. Okay then.
Well, I guess there's no point hiding it now. I lied earlier, when I said I didn't know her.
I thought so. You and the Kumakuras were a part of the fraud scheme Shoko was organizing.
Yep. Whenever any wise-ass investors gave her trouble, we handled it.
Exactly as I suspected. Shoko was affiliated with the Kumakuras.
Alright, but what about Renju? What's his connection?
I've been looking after that guy since high school. It was the usual stuff. I had him help me with a lot of work. But now, it's kind of the opposite, you know? We're getting work from him. Well, we were. Now that he's dead, though.
What work did he have you do?
The usual. If talent at his office was causing trouble or something.
You ever get into any disputes with Renju doing this work?
No way. He paid good money. I've never even gotten into an argument with the guy.
Well, it's giving me a glare. Okay, how about Shoko?
The victim prior to Renju? I believe Moma introduced me to her.
Introduced?
We were just having drinks. Shoko stopped by to say hello.
Right. We didn't talk about anything.
You're trying to give me the runaround.
Indeed. Date, I have determined that these individuals have nothing further to add. Even if they are involved, they will not volunteer any more information. We need solid evidence to move forward with the investigation.
You're right.
Date, a call from Lemnisgate.
Connected.
Date? It's me! You remember, like, how you said to call you if Ota came? Well, he's here now, so I guess I'm calling you.
Got it. I'm on my way.
Where are you going?
That's none of your concern. Moma, Congressman Tsujima, I think I'm gonna call it a day. I'll come back soon. We'll swap drinking stories.
You serious?
Let's go, Iba.
Roger.
Alright, so off to Lemnisgate. I don't even know what to say after that. That was... what the fuck?
This is all really suspicious.
What is?
Congressman Tsujima and the Kumakuras. There's definitely something going on there.
I agree, but I am not sure it is linked to the new Cyclops serial killings. We need to do further investigation.
Roar like a lion.
Ah! Impossible. How did a jellyfish get in here? So shiny, too.
You utter idiot. It's me.
Renju?
Do I look like Renju?
Mizuki?
It's me.
Boss?
Date, seriously.
Then, are you... Mom?
Oh my god.
Idiot. You must have increased your dosage too much.
My dosage? Anyway, you're Aiba, right? Why are you here? Looking like that?
I just thought I would project myself. You seem lonely.
How are you doing this?
I am overlaying the image your left eye processes with augmented reality. You can't see me through your right eye, only your left.
You can't just pop into my eyeball without permission.
You do realize I do that all the time, right?
So and Momo are suspicious.
As I said earlier, I completely agree that they are suspicious, but there is nothing currently linking them to the case.
That's true. We have no established motive. Victims were displayed, tied up on a horse, hung from the ceiling, and their left eyes taken out. We still don't know why.
It is possible that Shoko and Renju were disloyal to Congressman Tsujima and the Kumakuras. They could have been killed and displayed as a warning. That would fit the current evidence.
Huh, maybe. But it doesn't feel right.
About your appearance.
Come to think of it, you look kind of like you do when you're in Somnium. What's that about?
What do you mean?
Well, you don't usually look like that. You have a Somnium form and another form.
Oh, this?
Yes, that. Why are you doing this now?
I was bored last night, so...
Huh?
I thought you would like it.
Why would I like it?
Well, I did attempt to shape myself to your preference.
If you could do that, change it.
I will not.
Why not?
Because I won't.
God, both her and Mizuki just giving so much attitude. Okay, so how is So related to Kumakuras?
I looked into that. Unfortunately, I did not find anything in our database that could connect the two.
I see.
However, I did discover some rumors on the internet. Most of them come across as gossip or conspiracy theories. But would you like to hear them regardless?
Please.
I'm gonna have to get used to this look.
I fear you would eventually grow tired of the other form as well. I just wanted to change my look a little. Think of it as a haircut.
Pretty drastic haircut.
How is So related to Kumakuras?
Mr. Tsujima currently resides in Azabu. He lives in a mansion, a restored samurai castle. But 20 years ago, So Tsujima lived elsewhere, in the Kawasaki district to be exact. He lived there until he was 40 years old. The Tsujima family owned a vast amount of real estate in the district. Adjusting for inflation, the land was valued above 30 billion yen. The Tsujima family sold off its holdings. 6 months later, the incident occurred.
The explosion at the chemical plant.
This caused Kawasaki to become a restricted area. And of course, land prices fell drastically to less than 1/30th their original value. What are your thoughts?
The timing is certainly suspicious. To sell that amount of land just 6 months before it happened.
There is another interesting fact. After the accident, So Tsujima purchased all of the land back for just 1 billion yen.
So he's got 29 billion yen in his pocket and 1 billion yen of land.
Correct. Despite the horrific accident, the Tsujima family is no worse off.
True. But I don't see the point of it. It's not like you got anything out of it.
That would be true, but there is more to this story. There is another important fact. After the land prices in the Kawasaki region crashed... we will have to continue this conversation later. I am receiving a call from headquarters.
There's
Is this Special Agent Date from Abyss? My name is Akaska from HQ. I'm investigating the Shoko Nadami case. There's something that you need to hear.
What is it?
We got a phone call earlier from a prisoner at Fuchu Prison.
Prisoner?
We saved the call. I think you should give it a listen. Who is this?
In here, I'm known as number 89.
What is this call concerning?
I know who killed Shoko Nadami. And if you let me out of here, I will tell you who it is. I suppose you might say I'm looking for a plea bargain. He will kill again, you know. And he'll take their eye while they're still alive. There will be more bodies. If you want to stop this serial killer, I suggest you take my offer. I'll be seeing you.
This has to be a prank.
That's what I thought too. However, we got the call yesterday afternoon, before Renju was killed. In other words...
You're saying he predicted the second crime?
Yeah, I think he did. That's why I thought I should contact you.
Good idea. Thanks, Detective.
Good luck.
Do you think there's anything to this?
I don't know.
Okay, this game is getting really fucking weird.
Oh, Date.
Okay. I'm probably gonna call it there. There's just too much that just... That whole scene in the Yakuza office, what the hell that was all about. Then there's just, you know, now there's this prisoner guy. I'm gonna wait till tomorrow, another day to get more answers. Till then, I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.